Once you've decided on a research topic or a question for which you'd like to find some answers, you're ready to search for scholarly articles within some of the library databases. Librarians have compiled the best resources for various fields of study, which can be accessed from the main page of the library at library.rochester.edu. To view the list of library guides by subject, scroll down to the toolbar and select Research Guides and Tools. The guides are arranged alphabetically, and in this case my assignment is for a psychology class, so I'll select N through Z and then select the psychology guide. Once we land on that guide, notice that we land on the Articles tab. This recommends resources for research in psychology, and if you're looking for scholarly articles, I'd suggest trying PsycINFO. I've already come up with a research question. I've taken a few minutes to think about the unique concepts contained within that research question, and I've brainstormed some search terms that I think scholars might be using to talk about those concepts. I'm looking into what role bullying plays for teens who attempt suicide. Since my research question has 3 unique concepts, bullying, teenagers, and suicide, here are some of my ideas for search terms. Note that each unique concept has its own row. So for this particular assignment, I actually need to locate empirical research articles, scholarly articles by authors presenting their own research studies. There's 2 ways that I can go about doing this. I can search for my terms as they appear here, defaulting to finding articles where all 3 of these ideas are mentioned anywhere in the article. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, once I'm on the results list, I'm going to limit to just scholarly journals, since that's where we'll find empirical research studies published. And among those results lists, I'll find both empirical studies and review articles. Review articles are articles where an author provides an overview of a topic and discusses multiple research studies performed by other researchers. And if you don't know much about your topic yet, reading some review articles can give you a better understanding and point you to important empirical research. Oftentimes, empirical research articles will also include a brief literature review, citing other relevant studies on the topic. You can use the citations to track down the empirical research articles for those studies as well. I'll talk about this a little bit more in a moment. First, let's take a look at the preview of one of these articles. I can look at the abstract or summary of the article and learn a little bit more about it, determining if it's something that I might need for my research paper. From the title, the abstract, and the subject terms listed, I can also discover potential search terms to try out. In this particular database, not all of the entries in the results list will come with a link to a PDF or the full text, but you can always click on that Find Text at UR to see if we have the article in any of our library databases. And if we do, it'll open it in full text. If we don't have the full text, you'll be taken to an interlibrary loan page where you can request the article. Let me show you how that works. So here we don't have the full text of the article. So I'll let them know that I'm associated with River Campus. And then once I log in with my NetID, it'll take me to this page where it pulls in all the citation information. The only thing I need to include is the wanted by date, usually the date the assignment is to, and then submit the request. Once the ILL department has located and borrowed a copy for you, you'll receive it as a link in an email. So this PsycINFO database also offers the ability to limit to just empirical research. either as a limiter on the sidebar under methodology, here, or from that main search page, advanced search page. Here we have a box for methodology, and from a whole host of limiters, we can select empirical study. Now, most of the functionality on this page is pretty straightforward, with two notable exceptions. Location. The location lets you limit to the country where the research was conducted. So if I want to search for just the US, I can type that in there. Classification lets you limit to a particular subfield, such as neuropsychology, or to a particular subject matter, like limiting to only treatment outcomes. You can explore the list of classification and location codes by clicking on these hyperlinks next to the search boxes. So I also mentioned earlier that you can use citations within an article to track down other articles. Sometimes the database will actually include these. So from this article, I see that those citations are hyperlinked. So I can click on them and go to the database that has the full text of that article. However, if a hyperlink isn't provided, you can copy the citation information and use either Google Scholar or a citation search tool to find those articles. On the library subject guide, links to both of those tools are available in this box entitled Citation Tracking. So good luck with your database searching, and should you need research assistance, use the contact information for the outreach librarian provided on the library subject guide.